Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at a product that I bought on Walmart.com. This was a product that one of my subscribers, JoshTheInflatableAndTractorGuy, alerted me to. If you haven't checked out Josh's channel, be sure that you do. He has so many inflatables, it is unbelievable, but he's always keeping an eye on what's new and what's out there and what's a good deal. And he definitely came through in terms of a good deal for this one. Again, I bought this on Walmart.com. Get this, $11.88. This is an air-blown inflatable. It says Halloween Short Circuit Female Ghost. It is 12 feet tall and arms that reach out with little dangly bits and has a short circuit light. Under $12. I can't believe it. I had to purchase one. Not only did I purchase one, I got two because I have this concept in my head, you know, I want to do a ghost zone, and I thought these would make like good sentinels as you enter the ghost zone. So they're going to be standing on either side of the driveway with their arms reaching out over the driveway, and you have to pass under them to get into the whole ghost zone. I think it's going to look awesome. But what I think and what this reality is often very different. So we are going to go ahead and take this outside in just a moment and test it for ourselves. But I just did want to give a quick look at the box here. It says it lights up, easy setup, indoor and outdoor use. You can see the little picture of the guy here, and he's clearly much taller than him. Again, 12 feet, creates an eerie display of flickering light. That's about all it really says on the box. And when we open up the box, okay, we do have another box to open inside. Oops. So let's go ahead and do that. All right. The first thing I see, aside from this cord, are some stakes. They seem pretty sturdy. I think we're going to need it for a 12-foot prop. Instructions we will never read, and a cube full of goodness if I can get it out of the box. So let's see, there we go. Now, for a 12-foot inflatable, this does seem very rather compact, so I'm curious to see how this is going to look in person, if it's really going to live up to my expectations for a fantastic 12-foot inflatable. So I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and take this outside and check it out. Let's go ahead and pull this thing out of the bag. And you have to be careful. It's got a lot of this mesh material, and I don't want to rip it. It looks like that's going to be sort of fringe on the arms, perhaps. Here in the bottom, we have our typical base on these inflatables. Pop the legs out. Got a cord here. Let's go ahead and plug it in and watch it inflate. Lights up automatically, so that's always a good sign. And we can start to see the short circuit effect. Seems to be inflating pretty quickly, so that's good. It's a good size fan. Wow, this lady is enormous. You know, this is one of those good props. A lot of the times I'll complain that the box will say, like the spider that we reviewed, that it's 8 feet, but it's really 8 feet wide with the legs, and it felt really unimpressive in person. This one is just the opposite. It is so tall, and I really love that the arms come out. It gives it such a big presence. Now the light quality, I don't love. I can kind of see where they were going, what they were going for, but the light's kind of bluish. It's not whitish, but I don't hate it. I do kind of hate that there's no light in the arms though, because they do kind of get lost as you get to the hand portion. But it does have a lot of interesting little dangly bits. I think overall, it's quite an impressive, quite a big prop. I do also have it on a relatively level part of my yard, the only part of my yard that is level. So it might be a bit of a challenge when I deal with it on a hill, but it seems to be standing up pretty well on its own. Of course, there's no wind today either. I'm guessing this is definitely going to be one of those props that you're going to need to stake down. Now, I do have her lit up with my usual side lights. Let's go ahead and turn those off so you can see what it looks like in a darker setting. Not bad. Again, those hands do get a little bit lost, but the effect itself is quite nice. You do have that short circuit effect pretty much throughout the whole body, so well done. Let's go ahead and bring the camera in and we'll take a closer look. All right, as we move in close, you can see there's not much to the front of her outfit. It does have a little bit of fringe here, right where the hips flare out. So overall, she does have a bit of a curvy body. Now, this seems to be a little not pulled down, so you can make that a little bit nicer, and maybe these wrinkles will all work themselves out as well. Here at mid-level, we've got a belt with sash. I'm not really sure what this black thing is supposed to be by her neck, but let's go ahead and take a look at her face, because that is what looks awesome. Look at that expression. Very scary. As are her creepy claw hands. But as we can see, she only has 4 fingers. As we make our way to her backside, you can see a bit of a train from her veil, but nothing else. There are some loops for the tethers, about 6 feet high, about halfway up, to hold her in place. All right, so what do you think? To be honest, there are a few inflatables like my giant vulture with moving head that when I saw it in the store, I just thought is so stupid, and it turned out to actually be one of my favorite inflatables. And this is very similar. I'm not going to venture to say it's one of my favorite inflatables, but it certainly impressed me far more than I thought it would. When I saw this in the store, there was no way I would have purchased it. But I can't pass up a bargain, and I'm so glad I didn't, because even though I think it looks a little cheesy in the picture, in person, it's just so impressive. The size is wonderful. It's got great lighting with the blinking effects. It's just so eye-catching. And when you put 2 of them together, I think it's going to be really spectacular. So be sure you stay tuned to my Halloween walkthroughs to see how it turns out in my haunt. But until then, stay tuned for more store walkthroughs, DIYs, product reviews, and so forth. But that'll do it for today. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and happy haunting.